It's the National Football League. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 3 catches, 53 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield running the option right. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. It's just too...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Back to throw here. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place all time. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Kamara try the right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. They'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First down, Mayfield. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back to throw now on first down. Thomas brings it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Troutman right side. Touchdown! Adam Troutman, 29 yards. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half. They'll turn to Kamara. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been... working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out, and the Saints just continue to roll. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Parkey adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll go again with Sanders. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have widened the gap now to 50 points. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. James White Washington. 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Parkey with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield's throw hauled in by Washington. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A first down throw for Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but and Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's second down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are pouring it on. Parkey with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Mayfield. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith from 21 yards away. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield now. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. 5 plays there on that drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over.